Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. 52 blue. What's that, man? 50 fury. 56.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute. That is caught. It's a touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Tua going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Get this down near the 25. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
People across the league have Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll go option to the short side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 18 yards for J.K. Dobbins as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 21-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I like what he showed me in this game because he certainly has understood when it was time to scramble with the ball. On this play, he shows me that he knows when to throw it away as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's going to be a long...
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Flush to his right. To a hit, and the ball is out. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left. Caught. It's Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. To a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Jackson on first down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Dobbins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what Precious... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Out to the right here. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Going up top. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 53 yards. And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again with Dobbins. A little juke, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Davis will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. "8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
Former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Run the option here on 1st and 10.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.